The path to peace, a journey to the Buddha, the burden of despair. A lone figure, wrapped in the cloak of sorrow, walks through a barren landscape. His steps are heavy, weighed down by the invisible burdens of life. His eyes, once full of light, now carry the shadows of doubt. He whispers to himself, "Why is my heart so restless? Why does the world seem so full of suffering?" As he stumbles forward, he hears rumors of a man who sits in serene meditation by a forested glade. A man known as Gautama Buddha. Hope flickers, and without thinking, he changes his path, following the whispers of the wind. The forest of wisdom. The traveler arrives at the edge of a lush forest. The wind here is different, softer, calming. He enters cautiously, his heart racing, yet curious. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting a golden glow on the forest floor. In the distance, he sees a figure seated in deep meditation, unmoved by the world. He approaches slowly, his breath shallow, unsure if this is the right moment. But something about the calm presence of the meditating figure gives him courage. The question of suffering. The traveler hesitates before the meditating Buddha. He feels the weight of his own suffering rise in his chest like a tide, pushing him to speak. "Oh, wise one," the traveler begins, his voice trembling. "I am lost in sorrow. Every day I suffer, my mind is restless, and I find no peace. What must I do? How can I escape this burden?" Buddha opens his eyes slowly, his gaze soft, and a faint smile forms on his lips. "Sit, child, and breathe. Let me tell you a story, and through it you will find your answer." The parable of the raft. Buddha's voice is like the soft rustle of the leaves, his words flowing like a river. "Imagine a man," Buddha begins, "who must cross a great river. The current is strong and the water deep. He builds a raft, laboring for hours to ensure it carries him safely across. Once on the other side, he has a choice. Does he carry the raft on his back for the rest of his journey, or does he leave it behind?" The traveler looks puzzled. "He would leave it behind," he says. Buddha nods. "Exactly. The raft served its purpose, just as you must let go of your burdens when they have served their purpose. Your suffering is like the raft. You can choose to carry it, or you can let it go. The weight of attachment." The traveler's eyes widen, realization dawning on him like the first light of morning. "But how do I let go? My heart clings to my pain as if it defines me." Buddha's smile deepens. "It is attachment that binds you, like a man clutching a burning coal. You hold on to what harms you. You must learn to release it." He pauses, his gaze steady on the traveler. "Let go of what was, let go of what will be, and live in the peace of the present. Your suffering exists because you resist change." The traveler looks down, tears filling his eyes. He understands now. He has been holding on to his pain for too long. The teaching of impermanence. Buddha continues, his words like a balm to the traveler's troubled heart. "Nothing in this world is permanent, not even your suffering. It is the nature of life to change. Just as the seasons come and go, so too will your pain. Clinging to what must naturally fade only brings more sorrow." The traveler wipes his tears, feeling a lightness begin to settle within him. The world around him no longer feels as heavy as it once did. "You must flow like the river," Buddha says, embracing the journey, knowing that all things will pass, and with each passing moment you grow closer to peace. The light of understanding. The traveler bows his head deeply before Buddha, a newfound peace glowing within him. The clouds of confusion and suffering that once darkened his mind now seem to part, allowing the light of understanding to shine through. "I see now," he says softly. "My suffering was not the enemy. It was my attachment to it that caused my pain." Buddha smiles once more, his eyes closing as he returns to his meditation. The path to peace is not in resisting life's storms, but in learning to dance in the rain. Buddha's voice echoes gently. The traveler rises, his heart lighter than it had ever been before. He steps away from the meditating figure, ready to walk a new path, one of peace, acceptance, and wisdom. Learn. As the traveler journeys forward, the world around him seems to transform. The barren landscape through which he first walked is now lush with life. Birds sing and flowers bloom at his feet. His heart is calm, his mind clear. The voice of Buddha lingers in his mind. Peace is found not in the absence of storms, but in the ability to find calm within them. And so, with each step, the traveler carries this truth, no longer burdened by the weight of the world. He has found the path to peace.